right. Jake, what's up, dude?
Same old stuff, man.
Fucking fifth podcast.
Okay, so we can swear on this.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know if you were going for
no,
like PG-13
No.
like one F-bomb the whole thing.
No. All good. What's up, dude? It took us fucking long enough to finally get together to record.
I'm finally out of the corporate prison.
Yeah. Yeah, off air, you were just saying fucking 80 something hours a week.
Yeah, at some wonderful government corporation that I can't talk about on anything.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it, but more power to you.
Dude, just
more power to you.
keep my fucking nose to the grindstone and just hope for the best.
It'll pay off.
Yep.
So I just drove fucking 2 hours out here. We're at Image Print House. We're at
Shout out to
shop.
Zach Voss.
Yeah. We're picking up some hoodies, some pre-order hoodies, and then we're picking up something else that I said we could talk about, but I don't think we should yet. I think we should kind of keep that as a surprise, right?
Secret.
Yeah. So we're picking up wave 2 of the minimalist hoodies.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, thank you. Shout out to you on helping with the design ideas on that one, because I was going a little more complicated, and you and wifey said let's simple it down a little bit.
Yeah, a couple people have been hitting me up, and they're looking for something that's like an everyday wear and like something that they can wear to work. And I know our complicated designs, we always go crazy, and they sell great.
Yeah.
Which is it's I appreciate, and I love that we always hit up like an artist to do like a good thing for us. But a couple people were hitting me up, and they were just like, let's rip something I can a piece, because they like the wear on it. We always choose such a good wear. So really dialing in something simple that everybody can rip for an everyday thing. You know,
I think it was a perfect call, because once you said that, I was like, okay, I fucking totally get it. And then once I saw them printed, once Zach sent pictures over, I was like, okay, that was the right move. And have you worn yours yet?
Yes, dude. Thick, beautiful.
Perfect.
Like, it's the fall winter hoodie.
I'm not going to toot our own horn here too much, but I think that hoodie kind of set us as probably one of the best, if not the best, hoodies out in New England right now. I would say it's like in our kind of in like car culture.
Absolutely. So, you see too many people firing out these like it's just like one little screen print over on the corner, and it's like
and too thin. Like some you can, which is cool. I'm all for supporting and whatever, but I don't know. Quality's always been one of our things. So
it's
always trying.
Like, dude, we did the classic like scratch logo hoodies with the bear on the back, and I see those still surviving.
Yes, yeah.
Whereas
still
like
out there.
I've got some Gildan ones from some other companies, and I got like a year out of them, and it's like I'm wearing one right now, and the sleeves like
are
falling
ripping
apart.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, so I'm glad we could finally get together. I know we had been planning and talking about it, but we just, timing's been fucking tough. So
timing's an understatement.
But no, I appreciate you taking the time.
Absolutely.
So the Tiguan is looking pretty good outside.
Thanks, man.
Looks pretty fire. Every time I see it, I'm just like, he's.
I just can't have a normal fucking daily.
Was that the plan?
Well, I was like, I had. I've always been the guy who's buy a shitty winter beater and like have like a $2,000 car, and then like I can't help myself, and I put it on coilovers and some 3-piece wheels that I run for the summer, and then beat the hell out of it all winter. And I was coming through Holyoke, Massachusetts, and the roads there are obviously super great.
Yeah.
And
good old Holyoke.
The strut tower fell out of my Mark III, and I was dragging the car completely from the middle of Holyoke all the way back home. I was probably about 10 miles.
Oh my God, that had to be an experience.
Yep. Even more nerve-wracking because it was on the emits at the time.
Oh my God.
So I was trying not to goof those up.
Yeah, no, rough.
And then I was like, you know what? Let's get something reliable.
So you ended up with a Tiguan.
So at the time, it's heat of like car buying. Like everybody's like something's not sitting on the dealership, that they have no stock. There's like one car sitting in the corner and it's like a freaking Taos just because the transmissions fall out of them.
Yep.
So I basically told them, I was like, the first Tiguan R line that comes in, I don't care what color it is. And the guy goes, well, we've got 3 of them coming in. I got a silver one, I got a black one, and I got a white one. And I was like, the silver would be super easy to keep clean, but
Yep.
I already have the Chevy, which is like the champagne color.
Yes. Yep.
So I was like, let's try something different. I was like, I'm definitely not going white because I had a buddy with a white car, and it's like even worse to keep clean than the black.
I couldn't do it.
So I was like, fuck it, let's do the black.
I think you made the right choice though. Of the 3, I probably would have chose black too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the car's looking good. How's that thing been to mod and shit? Has it been good? Has it given you a pain?
So it's your typical Volkswagen.
Yep.
It's like a fucking Lego. So it's actually on Mark 7 Golf R bags.
Okay.
And then I knew that Bentley wheels are just basically like a straight bolt on.
Yep.
Very typical to have a freaking Volkswagen on Bentley wheels, but
it works.
It fucking works,
bro.
man. 21-inch BBS Molners are what they are.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
They came out with 2 types of BBS wheels. Well, they came out with 2 types of Mulliner wheels. One's made by BBS, and then one is made by some Japanese company.
Interesting.
So the 21s and the very limited factory 22s are made by BBS, and the 20 and the 19s are made by that whatever Japanese company they use.
That's so weird. Why though? That's just how it happened.
Just weird branding.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's such a weird thing. It's almost like it strikes me as weird, like how fucking Subaru and Toyota teamed up for like the BRZ.
Yeah.
And it's just odd. It just seems odd. I mean, I don't hate it, but
yeah.
I don't know. It's just a weird thing.
Yeah.
So, so what else have you been up to? What's I was going to ask you about you said it has Mark 7 Golf.
Yeah, Golf R.
Golf R suspension, and it just bolts right in, or did you have to modify it at all, or what?
No modifications.
Really?
Yeah, the whole underneath of it's just basically, it's like a swollen GTI.
Interesting.
So it's just more cargo space, more weight. And
so there's a lot of swap out parts, I'm assuming, then from the Golf R? Well, I mean, what is it like? Are the engines the same too?
So it is a GTI motor. It's a 2-liter turbo.
Okay.
So it essentially is just like a differently tuned GTI motor.
Got it. Okay.
So they're like every Volkswagen, super easy to get into. You just OBD11 it, and then you can fuck around with it.
Sick. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
I've always been a huge fan of the Volkswagen community. I don't know fucking anything about like them mod wise though. I don't know. I mean, I know there's like Euro spec parts and all this shit, but I don't know. Not like I know Japanese cars. You know what I mean? But I don't know. The Euro community has always been. They're so fucking tight knit.
Yeah.
Weird kids.
Well,
but very tight knit.
To be honest, that's like how I got into the Volkswagen scene and like basically the car scene in general.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, I was like, I found out about Stance. I was like one of the Tumblr kids. So like
same here,
that's how I rolled into the Stance scene. I mean, obviously I knew cars throughout my whole life, but what particularly got me into Stance and like that style was 2010 Tumblr.
Yeah. That's interesting that you bring that up because there's I bet you when people listen to this, there's going to be a whole generation of younger people listening to this. I have no clue what Tumblr is.
Oh, not a fucking clue.
No idea. Yeah.
Not a clue.
That site died when this is going to be crazy to say, but when they stopped allowing porn on fucking Tumblr.
Literally.
Is when it died. That's
when everybody backed out because they couldn't post their asshole on there anymore.
Yeah, that was it, bro. That was fucking it. Every Tumblr page was like fucking cars and asshole. Yeah, that's literally what it was. It was like skateboards, cars, emo kids, and buttholes.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a good time though. Tumblr that whole period was a good time, but yeah.
But that's what got me into like 2010, like H2O, and then like visiting H2O and then like inspiring me to like go down that road as far as like actually doing something. And it's funny because I never really kicked into doing anything or thought about doing anything until I got the Chevy. And that was like, I got it in 2013 and started messing around with it at the end of 2014.
What's the, give me the story on the Chevy, bro, because it's so weird. We've known each other for a while, but like, this is one of the cool things about the podcast is you can kind of like dive deep into shit.
Yeah.
And I remember, have you ever seen the Neil, I don't know how to pronounce this dude's last name. It's TJIN, Neil Jin.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Did you see the cruise he made like
with the yellow one with the purple wheels?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was at a show at UTI, like I want to say like 07.
You want to know? I know more about that car than I probably should.
Oh, really?
It was a very one of those like it was very Sex Specs series inspired as far as the build.
Yep.
So everything is very surface. Like there was NOS tanks in the back.
Oh yeah.
Completely empty. No.
That makes sense.
Intercool in the front, not connected.
That was the first car, not to interrupt you, that was the first time I saw a Cruise and I was like, oh, these have fucking potential. But I never, ever saw another one until yours.
Yeah.
So
they had the Tijan Cruise, which is like, they're like a Japanese, like Korean based kind of company.
Yep.
And they've always been kind of that quirky side build kind of thing.
Yep.
And they always kind of push the boundaries, which is cool because you get some stuff. But like I said, it's very like pimp my ride. So like it just looks good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which sucks.
For sure. I didn't know. I mean, I didn't know it had no go in it. I didn't know it had like, the fucking NOS tanks were hooked up. But I mean, I get it,
So that was like thrown together. Like they got that as like a pre-release from GM. So there was like literally no aftermarket.
Yep.
So it does actually have the body kit that I have on the Cruise on it.
Okay.
So they did the full kit. I only have the front lip of it.
Yep. Okay.
But that was actually released as a GM Accessories OEM Plus kit. And it was literally called the quote-unquote ground effects kit.
Of course it was.
And
companies are so clueless.
And
like I get it.
The initial like motivation for the Cruise was to be the daily driver for all of the Corvette owners. So they really tried to aim that body style to appease to them.
Interesting. It didn't work out that way.
No, it just white women and fucking like 16-year-old dudes who got it as a hand down from their grandpa.
Interesting. I never knew that. It's almost like the Ford Probe story about how it was supposed to replace the Mustang.
Yeah. Yeah.
That didn't happen.
No. Not in the fucking slightest.
No, not at all. I know. I had a friend that had a Ford Probe back in the day, and he loved it, and I wanted to like it, but I never did.
Have you seen like Ford Probe like community stuff?
No, but
dude, it's like the PT Cruiser guys.
Oh,
it's just like they know they're fucking strange.
Yeah.
But they're just so niche and into what they're fucking doing that it's like it's cool that they're that into it.
I saw online the other day. Actually, I saw it was a render. It was probably a fucking AI render, as everything is nowadays. But it was like a modded Ford Probe that was. It wasn't a real car. It was just whatever, a render. Yeah. But it looked fucking sick, and I was like, all right, I can see it. But when my experience was my buddy's fucking shitty Ford Probe that had like the most basic mods on it, and it just wasn't it. Definitely not a Mustang replacement for sure. No shot. No. I don't know what they were thinking, but I'm glad it didn't end up that way. So
yeah.
So we got a little sidetracked, but I've always been curious about the Cruise. Like, how did you end up with it?
So it was another situation where I was just looking for a daily, and I had a V6 Mustang at the time, and I actually had which was the cooler of the two, was a Volvo T5, a 95 Volvo T5.
Yeah.
And that thing was fucking... I wish I never sold that thing.
Yeah, those are sick.
That fucking thing was great. But, like, the Mustang was atrocious in the winter, and the Volvo had such a bad vacuum leak, and it was leaking so bad from the rear main seal that I was just like...
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to pull the block on a fucking $600 Volvo and replace all of this shit.
Not worth
it. I just went down to... I was working at the Chevy dealership at the time, and I was like...
What were you doing there?
I was a parts driver.
Oh, sick. Okay.
And I was like, I have no fucking money.
Yeah.
What is cheap? And they were like, well, we got a Chevy Sonic. And I was like, that looks way too much like a GTI, which turns out that's actually the better performance platform. So if you're looking to get more power out of like...
Really?
Out of like a 1.4 liter. It's funny even to say that.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
Because I'm asinine. The only reason I went down the motor thing was because I genuinely couldn't get on the highway.
That's fucking terrible.
So I went down to the sales floor and I was like, look, I cannot fucking drive this thing anymore. Like I'd be going up a mountain and the vacuum leak would just bog the boost out. And I was like, it was embarrassing in traffic.
Yeah, for sure.
And they were like, we got a Chevy Cruze. You got one that's like super cheap. It was like the end of 2012, like beginning of 2013. Mm-hmm. No, it was actually, I'm sorry, the end of 2013 when I ended up getting it.
Yep.
And that's when they start bringing in the 2014s and make all the 2013s real cheap.
Yep.
So I was like, fuck it. They were like, we have one that's like this like very, very royal blue, which was a little corny. They had one which is like genuinely called the Pull Me Over Red. And I was like, yeah, that's what it's called. That's the color code. It's Pull Me Over Red in a Chevy Cruze.
They were really going after that Corvette market.
That's what I'm telling you, dude.
What the fuck?
It's I'm looking at the back of the bumper and seeing Pull Me Over Red. I fucking just died laughing because it's like 140 horsepower from the factory.
Yeah.
But they also had like that champagne silver, and it wasn't like the one from the Silverado where it's like super gold and wicked fucking corny. Yeah. It's like a softer, almost like silver. And I was like, that kind of looks classy. I can dig with it. And plus it had the polished eco wheels, so it was a good look.
Yeah.
And then once I got into it, and a couple friends were like, dude, there's none of these out there. You should fuck around with it. And I was like, fuck it. Let's see what's online.
Sick.
And the only thing they had was BC coils and and the bolt pattern is 5x105. Terrible. Dumbest shit in the world.
Terrible.
So every type of wheel I would have to get custom bolt pattern.
Yeah.
So I did OZ reps in the beginning just to get it looking mediocre. And then obviously I dilled down the go crazy with the whole fucking thing and bought brand new Avant-Garde F141s in like 2016.
I remember the first time you posted them.
Yeah.
It was fucking sick. And I was like, this is intense.
To be completely honest, I don't mean to toot my own horn with it, is I was the second one in the U.S. bagged. I was the first one with 3-piece wheels. I was the first one with racing seats.
Pioneer.
So, like, I was trying to really be the first one to actually do one of those kind of, like, cool.
I bet it's one of those cars that it's got potential.
But everybody fucking does it terrible.
Yeah, until you see someone do it the way yours is done. Like, nobody knows where to go with it, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just kind of like, whatever, you just buy whatever's available, but until you see one like, oh shit, he went fucking ham with this. And I'm sure there's a lot of custom work. But I feel like it's one of those cars that you can see the potential looking at it as a stock car. You can see it. But yeah, until you see someone put their all into it, you don't know what you can do with it.
And the problem is like it's such... Like, obviously, the performance will never be there unless you swap the motor.
Yeah.
Like, you can only top them out, like, just under 300 horsepower.
Okay.
So, it's like, it's not like it's going to be this, like, end-all, be-all performance car.
Yeah.
And that's never what I wanted it to be. I always wanted it to be, like, a cruiser, like, no pun
Simple.
intended. Kind of just like drive around, park,
Yeah.
look good kind of car. And so many people just inherit these cars and just put the shittiest shit on them. And
it seems like I know you won't take this the wrong way. It seems like the same crowd that would mod a Ford Fusion.
Literally.
Right?
Like a same fucking mouth breather bullshit.
Oh shit! Yeah.
No qualms to the Ford Fusion community. If they
Yeah,
come
no,
for
those
me.
are. It's another car that like the thing about those and like other cars like the Cruze is I mean I've always liked odd cars. I bought a Maxima, which is not a very modified car these days, but so I like kind of quirky cars. The Cruze is a quirky car. They're uncommon to see modded.
Well, and I think they had so many like because it was such a cheap platform, and people just like genuinely took it as like it's just another GM car. Let's just buy it, drive it till it absolutely fucking falls into the ground.
Yep.
The engine was actually designed by a German engineer, so it's like touchy, kind of like a Volkswagen motor. Like you need to keep up with stupid little shit in order to keep it flowing normal.
Yep.
And if you get rid of the Achilles heels of its factory problems, like the PCV system and the intake manifold, you can really actually make it a semi-reliable platform, because I've been tuned since 2015.
Yeah.
And it's got bigger turbo, it's got bigger injectors, it's LS7 coil packs, it's got upgraded valve springs and all the whole jazz. And everybody's telling me it's the most unreliable thing, and I'm like, well, it's like any car. If you maintenance it, but if you treat it like a $20,000 car and don't maintenance it like it should be, it's going to treat you like a $20,000 car.
Yep. That's a very good point. I am notoriously bad at taking care of my cars.
I couldn't tell from the TSX.
Yeah, the TSX is fucking. It's honestly. I told Chris the other day at F Auto, it's the best car I've ever owned. The best like reliability car.
Well, because
I've ever owned.
It's made like a fucking Honda. You can drive the absolute fucking cock and balls out of it.
It's great.
And not change the oil.
Yeah.
And not change the fucking air filters, the cabin filters, and you just know you're gonna get 200,000 miles out of it.
Yep, exactly. I went
or
through
more.
Yeah, I just hit 200,000 on it 3 days ago.
Puppy's fucking just broken in.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's such a good car. But I'm notoriously bad with maintaining my cars. I went through 2 motors on my SRT8, the Jeep.
Jesus.
Yeah, because I just don't care. It's not good. It's not a good habit.
Maybe you stick with Hondas.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, obviously I love cars and I love modding them, but I don't know. I get lazy and I'm just like, it's fucking running until it doesn't, and then I'm like, all the signs were there.
That's how I treat Mark III 2.0s.
Yeah.
It's just like oil change. There's oil in it.
Yeah. I think I was just like, I don't know, I was probably like $3,000 over oil change on the TSX, and it was fine. I had a rental actually last year.
Yeah.
I had an Altima. It was like a fucking 2021 Altima rental. Yeah. And I had it. This one I got hit by the drunk driver.
Oh, yep.
And
glad you're okay from that.
Yeah, thank you. And when I brought the Altima back to the rental place, it was 8,000 miles overdue for an oil change. 8,000 miles over.
I can't even lie, bro. The Mark III, the white Mark III, with the emits on it that the strut tower fell out of.
Yeah.
You don't even want to know how bad I treated that car. And some fucking this poor bastard. I got power to him, because there was actually some shit that you could pull off of that was actually worth a shit in the Mark III world. but he drives from Rhode Island in what's remaining of a Chevy Suburban, and at this point, after I had driven the car home, jacked it up in my wife's driveway when we weren't living together at the time.
Yeah.
I took a sledgehammer and slammed the fucking tower back into place.
Oh my God.
And then I took fucking Home Depot L brackets and just bent them flat.
Oh,
and
shit.
just self-tap the fucking tower in. With
Dude,
like
that
fucking
is
7 brackets. And the fucking
so
dude,
sketchy, bro.
I told the dude when he came here, I was like, the tower rotted out of it. It's fucking held together with Home Depot parts right now. He goes, fuck it, I'm going to drive it home.
And he did?
He fucking drove it home. I was like, dude, he was like, when's the last time I had an oil change? I was like, yes.
That's so sketchy, bro. Fuck.
He fucking drove it 2 hours home with the tower semi-bolted in.
That's a fucking recipe
I mean,
for
fucker
disaster,
wasn't going
bro.
anywhere. I shook it twice.
Yeah. You know, the good old trust test. That's fucking wild. I actually drove home from Weekfest. The year I had, the year my Maxima got into Weekfest in Jersey, I drove it down and my axle snapped at the toll booth, but like the exit.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love
and
it.
so I drove it like that to the fucking hotel and then looked for an axle that night. The show was the next day. We were looking everywhere for an axle. There was no axle within like 100 miles or something like that.
Sounds very
I
auto
drove
parts
it.
stores.
Yeah. I drove it to Weekfest, parked it in the fucking show with a snapped axle, and then drove it back home from Jersey the next day.
It's just limping on one.
Yeah.
Nice.
It took me like 6 hours to get back. It was probably like a 3.5 hour, maybe 4 hour ride.
Jeez.
Yeah, and it took me about 6 to 7 hours to get it home because of that fucking axle. I don't know how I did it. It was hanging on. I don't know if it was just hanging on by the boot, but when I brought it to the shop, he was like, "You're a fucking dickhead. Like you should never have left the hotel parking lot with this fucking thing." But I was determined.
Okay, buddy, you want to fucking pay for my tow?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I was so determined to get it into the show, and
then the low car surcharge. Fuck that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you know, but we all do stupid things to make shit happen.
Oh, man.
We've all got a history.
Listen,
So
I come straight from the Mark III world. That's how it works.
yeah, I get it. I get it. Those fucking, you guys are built different in the Mark III world for sure.
Yep.
So what about the cruise? What are your plans for it? Do you want to sell it? You've had it for a while. What do you like? Have you thought about this at all?
I've thought about it.
Yeah.
Like, but it would have to be such a niche kid who's like literally specifically looking for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm at a point where, and I don't even mean to, because this is going to come off like wicked dickish, but like it's my staple, quote unquote.
I get it.
So like when people say Jake Roulette, they think
The cruise.
Chevy Cruise.
Yeah, for sure.
I've always had quirky side builds like the Scion.
Mm-hmm.
I've had the fucking Mark IIIs. I got the Tiguan.
Yep.
But like it's always been
The
ever
cruise.
since. Yeah, it's like I've had the car 10 years now.
Yeah. Yeah. So no plans on. I like that. I have trouble keeping cars more than 2 years. I just don't build an attachment to them. I can't for whatever fucking reason, which is also probably why I don't take care of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's dope. And I was just, when you were saying it, I was just thinking like fucking 10 years from now, how sick it would be to have that thing still around.
Well, and it's like it's coming. I think like right now, what I'm seeing as far as the cruise scene is like you're getting into the same way it was with Civics. Like it's at the corny stage where every kid can afford one now.
Yes.
Like you can go on Marketplace and get one for $3,000, $4,000, and then you can pick up eBay coils for $200, and bada bing, bada boom, you've got yourself a coils wheels build, and then you can walk around with the biggest fucking ego like you've ever had. But I think me keeping it and having no real desire to sell it and knowing that there's no market for it to go anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like it's going to transcend that, and it's going to become, not that anybody's ever going to be like, holy fuck, I need a Chevy Cruze. But like it'll come back to the point where it's like, I don't fucking see those anymore.
Yes.
So it's like,
there'll be some more value in it, and
not even like, and I don't mean that by like monetary value. I don't mean that by like, oh my fucking God, look at that guy with a Chevy Cruze.
Right,
it's just like, if you see a fucking 2002 like Buick LeSabre and it's fucking slammed on your fucking dick hole,
that would be fucking gangster.
Yeah. You see that right now?
Yeah. Like, that would be fucking gangster, actually.
It's transcended past the point of the kids 15, 16 years old getting it as their first car, and now it's like, okay, somebody has that as a niche build.
Yes, yeah, that's a great point. It's kind of like take a car like the fucking Corvair.
Precisely.
You know what I mean? Like, they're fucking
shout
badass.
Out to Ludwig. Shout out to Ludwig.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, exactly. Perfect fucking perfect example. You never see them. You never see them modified. You never like, and it. To be fair, it wasn't a highly sought after car.
Just like I feel like Biscaynes are actually coming back. Like in the Impala world, like there was no respect. Like if you didn't have a real 6.4 Impala, and you had a 6.4 Biscayne, it was like, get the fuck out of here. And now it's like people are actually throwing some respect on fucking Biscaynes, because I'm seeing the prices climb on them again.
Yep, that's a great point. I didn't think of it that way, but that's a very valid point. So good. So you plan on keeping it?
Yeah, I think it's going to stick around for a while. Cool. I mean, I don't have anything like fucking crazy. I've always told people, like, if the engine ever decides it actually wants to pull a German engineered motor and take a vacation on me, that I was going to put a K motor in it.
That would be gangster.
Yeah, because then it would actually be worth some fucking power.
Hell yeah.
And it would definitely be like a, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then I also dabbled in the idea of like maybe throwing like a R32 motor in it. Like
that would be
like a VR6.
Yeah, that would be sick too.
Just because.
Good ideas.
Stupid Volkswagen kid.
Yeah, you can't get away from them.
Nope.
Can't get away from them.
It's where my fucking brain goes to VR every single time. I'm so fucking.
It's a great motor though. They sound amazing.
Well, it's like it's basically the VQ of the fucking Volkswagen world.
You just ruined VRs for me a little bit. I love VQs. I fucking love VQs, but I also hate them now because they're just like such a fucking terrible sound now. And, I don't know.
Well, I mean, everybody doesn't have to put a fucking glass pack on them.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, but everybody ruins them. So, do you mind getting into the the Scion and like your dad's kind of story?
Yeah.
Because I know it's a touching thing for you.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Yeah,
but so you had so tell me. I know a little bit of it, but it's been a while. So, what's the story with the Scion tied to your father? And
so, in like 2005, when they were first starting to like come out, he had seen them, and he was like, "Oh, that fucking thing, little toaster running down the road. I'd love one of those." And then like I'd say probably like when I graduated high school in 2010, they were starting to like come down in price, obviously, because people were realizing they were made in the 2005 when they weren't anodizing the bodies, and they were just kind of starting to rust pretty good. So he had gotten a 2004 one in like a navy blue color. And he drove that around for a while. And then his buddy was doing like, he had like one of those coming down here in Connecticut and doing like the auctions over there. The guy would just buy the cars and then flip them around. And at the time, the XB release series was kind of still up in price because it was kind of sought after in like the Toyota community. So there was one that had been clipped in the front. It basically took the top of the fender, which is the yellow one that he had, and it was deemed totaled, obviously, due to the dropping prices in them. So my dad's goal was to bring it to a body shop, picked it up for like fucking $800 from this dude who probably got it for $200.
Yeah.
And then he dropped like a couple grand into it, and he was gonna flip it. But the like super street kind of lore of them was dying down at the time, so they were becoming less desirable.
Mm-hmm.
So he ended up actually sitting on it for a while, and because of the rebuild title, he was having trouble, obviously getting bites because of that too.
Yep.
So he ended up he was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna keep it." I fucking love the yellow. Reminds me of my old Willys. He had a 1940 Willys that was the same exact color.
So was he always into cars and stuff?
Yeah. So
okay, all right.
He did a bid in Santa Cruz County.
Okay.
And then he came local and did a bid in Northampton County, Northampton, Massachusetts County, for a while. And then he came out, but his days of California, he was always into cars. Growing up, he was always into cars.
Yep.
He came back to the area, met my mom, was always into building hot rods. He had like a old school Stingray. We had a Mossport Green Stingray.
Gangster.
So it had factory knockoffs and factory side pipes. We had Chevelle SS. We had everything.
And so you were, you saw all these cars?
Oh yeah, I was like 4 or 5 years old.
Got it.
I'm seeing all these hot rods.
Yeah.
And my dad was dabbling into vehicle transport for like the hot rod community. So he ended up buying one of those like F-250s with like the flatbed on the back. It's like the fixed flatbed.
Yeah.
Pull out the things, and he was doing transport for some like local hot rod shops.
Sick.
And push comes to shove, and like not a lot of people doing private courier transportation.
Yeah.
He ended up hooking up with Miller Motor Cars. He ended up hooking up with Paul Russell and Company, which, if you know those names in the community, that's like the top restorers for old school Porsche, old Bugatti, old Ferrari. These are like, that's like the epitome of like supercar, like classic supercar shit.
Yep.
And Miller Motor Cars was, they like sell the cars, and Paul Russell was the one that was just like, they were refurbing it and like fabricating these fucking parts with the English wheel to bring back these old Bugatti parts. And in doing that, it also hooked him up with hire contracts. So we actually did transport for Jerry Seinfeld. We did Ralph Lauren.
Do you remember these cars?
Yeah.
You do?
Dude, so we had Ralph's Type 52 Bugatti Atlantica.
Okay, yep.
That's been in my garage. Like, we have pictures of that in my garage as a kid. And his Ferrari Californias. Everybody. Terrell Owens.
Awesome.
We did Terrell Owens when he was rookie.
Yep.
He had a Mercedes AMG, the old square wide body AMG.
Yep.
He had it on fucking spinners, dude. Can you imagine that?
Terrell Owens, I guess, I could, but he was like, awesome.
He just got his fucking rookie contract.
Yep.
And he was just out there with the fucking dubs on it, spinning dubs.
That's so good.
Yeah, so we did shit like, and it would just hook us up with like random jobs, but like primarily who are like, we were the private courier for Ralph Lauren.
That's awesome.
So like we, his curator, I can't remember his name for the life of me, but we dealt mostly with him.
Okay.
And we went through the Long Island estate and his estate in Colorado, and we actually did the Ralph Lauren event for the Boston Museum of Fine Arts.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I can't remember what it was called, but they had the Type 52 there, which at the time was like 2 of 2 that still existed in the world.
Yep.
And that's the Bugatti. It's the whole center of the car. It's pop riveted together in the center
exactly
all the way down.
You're talking about. Yep.
And fucking thing is just like otherworldly for its time.
Yeah,
and
for
to
sure.
have,
still now, it's a fucking wild car.
dude, at the time we were moving it was worth $12 million. Right now it's up to like fucking $36 million for one fucking car, dude. Crazy. It's
That's
just
insane.
Unreal.
What excuse me, what was the was your dad ever worried about the value of the cars and transporting? Was he nervous, or was he just? He was just comfortable, cool, calm, collected.
So, my dad's always been by the seat of your pants kind of guy.
Okay. Yep.
So, I mean, we had insurance policies.
Yeah.
But because we had such faith, the clients that we had would always buy an insurance policy for the trip if they felt it necessary.
Got it. Okay.
So they would put insurance, their own insurance on it.
Yep.
And that was part of the contracts that we would sign.
That's
so
sick, dude.
But it was so unassuming because it was just this normal white transport vehicle, no markings on the side. Just
that's probably the way to go, though.
Yeah.
Honestly,
and
you know what I'm
honestly,
saying?
if you ever see something like that, I guarantee that's like what's going on.
It's high dollar stuff.
Those fucking double deckers. Those are for the bougie guys.
Yeah. Yep.
No, if you got like a real, true, expensive, like $23 million car, it's in like a single car trailer or a 2-car trailer.
Yep.
And it's fucking going across country in some unmarked shit because that's how they want it to be.
Yeah, of course. Solo, like this is my thing. They're paying for it to be the one job. Like that's pretty sick.
But yeah, dude, people all the time, you know, you go to like a Cars and Coffee and a Ferrari rolls in, everybody's jaw hits the floor.
Yeah.
But like I was so desensitized to it. Like exotic cars was like, even today, like if I see a Porsche roll up, like my friends are starting to get to the point where they're purchasing Porsches, and that's like their fucking dream car.
Yeah.
Which power to them. I love that.
Yep.
I love that for my friends. But like, not to sound like, but like I've seen such upper echelon shit.
Yeah.
Like I went to the Concours d'Elegance. Like
how was that?
I'm fucking 12 years old with like a VIP pass hanging
So
around my
cool.
neck for fucking the Concours d'Elegance in fucking 72 or 36 mile drive in California.
Yep.
I don't even know where I'm at. I don't even know where I'm at. There's guys
That's
walking
awesome.
around in fucking $100,000 suits, and I'm just there in like fucking Walmart clothes.
That's wild, bro. That's a really cool history.
Yeah.
That's a sick fucking, awesome memory.
That's what really cranked down cars for me. That's what kind of cranked, like, between his like Southern California, middle California shit with like the low riders.
Yeah.
That's where I get a lot of my styling from.
Yep.
Which you can see in some flares of the
For
Cruise.
sure. Yep.
In going into the exotic scene, that desire for that quality.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just because like I see something, and if it's not up to something I want, that's why I go so crazy with it.
Right,
And that's why everybody's like, why did you put so much money in a Cruise?
Yep. It's
just like this need to have the perfect driving machine for myself.
Yeah.
So like,
and I mean, I think it speaks a lot to how, like you said, it speaks a lot to how you build the car, because there's a lot of fucking small touches on that car that, unless you have a history like that, you don't even think about. Like there's shit that you've done to the Cruise that I look at and I'm like, why did Jake do that? But it's fucking awesome. But why? Like where did that tick? And now that connects it.
Yeah.
That story connects it.
I grew up around that like upper echelon where you see the Porsche emblem is engraved in every fucking thing.
Yep.
So I saw all these cars growing up, and like it really, and then like on top of like the attention to detail that lowriders do.
Yes.
Like that has always played into no bolt left unturned, no bolt.
Yes. Yep.
You know, just top to bottom. Not saying like I'm doing like a quote unquote frame off build with the Cruise or anything.
Yeah.
But like, and that's never what I want it to be.
Yep.
But there's just a certain standard that I guess I hold myself to.
It's the subtle touches that influenced you in your upbringing that you put into the Cruise.
Essentially, yeah.
And it makes sense.
Because I went for that like kind of racy interior, and like I always kind of kick myself because at the same time I want it to be like a lowrider flare, but like I've got the lowrider flares, so I like keep telling myself, I'm like, stop fucking with this shit because I see too many people like overdo it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I've always been like a under wraps kind of person. So like if I'm going to put that kind of loud flare in the car, I'm going to hide it in a way. Like I always say the best explanation of what my style is with most vehicles, and I think I would even do this if I was going to do like a loud like Impala build, is I engraved the door strikers so I can close the door and I know that detail's there.
Yes.
But
yep.
until somebody is intrigued enough or has enough passion in the car community,
yeah,
they're not going to know that's there until they're looking at it with that level of detail that I would look at something with.
Which anybody who would have that level of detail would probably look at the Cruze and want to know why did he choose this car? And then when they see those details, they're like, okay, like it's more than just it's more than just like modding a Cruze. It's
never been the Cruze thing.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I would if you gave me a fucking $200 car, I'm probably gonna do something in the realm of that.
Yeah,
just because I want to make my vehicle, unless and like I always say this because they're like, you don't give a shit about your dailies though, but like I still do a certain echelon of shit to it.
Yep.
Like there is no reason for me to have a daily driven 2023 bagged fucking Tiguan.
I was just gonna say
any realm of the sense that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah,
but in my brain it does.
Nobody can say that you don't care about the fucking dailies when it's like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. My fucking the bottom of my door on the TSX is fucking rusty. I don't care about my dailies. I don't want to fucking hear anybody saying it about the fucking Tiguan, bro.
But
so yeah, back to the XB, and like what the story with that. So you were saying, you know, he just like he bought it and then
he ended up sitting on it, and a lot of people don't know. My father, he was a smoker since he was like fucking 14 years old.
Yep. Same with my mom.
Opiate fucking problems his whole fucking life. Yep. He was a Vietnam vet, and he came out with a lot of problems. Obviously, big PTSD from Vietnam.
Understandably.
And between his life in prison and shit,
yep.
Just basically his whole duration before he like actually got his shit together and kind of remotely had something normal with my mom to have me.
Yeah.
It really caused him to down spiral later in life because he didn't take care of himself.
Yep.
So he was never a guy he was petrified of the doctors because it just reminded him of the Navy vets and Army vets and whatever he fucking ran into over there. So he didn't catch his cancer until he was like stage 4 lung. And at that point, it was like his lungs were filling with fucking fluid, so he was sort of choking on his lungs. But he deteriorated pretty quickly, and at the time, he wasn't really like taking care of the car. He was just getting by doing antiques and shit. He had gotten out of the car stuff because it was just too much.
Yeah,
and between his fight with substance, it caused for some financial strife as well.
Of course, yep.
So he ended up, the truck got repossessed, and obviously he didn't want to put people's, expensive vehicles in a position. So he stopped taking jobs because he knew he had a problem.
Yep.
So that kind of fell to the wayside, and he started picking up antiques, and he's always fidgeting with shit. Whether it be cars or antiques, he was always fidgeting with shit.
Yep.
But toward the end of his life, he was kind of out of the car thing. And I told him on his deathbed, so this is where the XB comes from. he had always seen me kind of like farting around with cars, and he was really excited that I like actually started giving a shit about cars because you know, you grow up around all those cars, like nothing's gonna do it for you unless you have a fucking Aston Martin sitting outside, or you have a Porsche sitting outside. Yep. So like a fucking you don't, it's not even in your realm of thought to like take a '98 Corolla and slam it on the fucking ground. Whereas you get your standard kid walking out of high school, he's like, I want to make this the coolest fucking Corolla in the world.
Of course.
That wasn't even in my realm of thought until I started getting into the stance stuff. But I told him on his deathbed, I was like, I'm going to make your XB fucking bitchin'. I was like, I'm going to fucking slam it. I'm going to put it on some fucking crazy shit. I'm going to cruise the shit out of it. You know, I'm going to do what I did to the Cruise to the XB.
Yep.
And like, I was such at a... It was such a weird headspace to be in driving it. And I wouldn't call it depression. Yeah. It was just, you just kind of numb. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You and I have, aside from Vietnam, very similar. My mom and your dad, very similar in some of those things. And I inherited her. It was just a fucking Ford Explorer.
Yeah.
But when
you drive it, dude, you feel fucking numb.
Feel it,
it's
bro.
like you want to do like the tribute of it was like I finally got it on the bags. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Ian Weber who used to work at Bag Riders.
Such a good dude.
Fucking great dude. Hooked me up with a great deal.
Yep.
On the bags for the XB because he knew what it was for.
Yeah.
And then Devin Larson. Also known as Hood Rich on Instagram. Mm-hmm. He's always been, he had that Navarro Blue B5.
Yep, S4. I remember that car, yes.
And it was on CCW Classics.
I remember that. I think I remember that car, yeah.
But he had the emits, and at the time the emits market was super down.
Yep.
I ended up picking those emits up for $1,000.
Damn, try that now.
For fucking emits.
Yeah, try that now.
Yeah.
Good fucking
And
luck.
that was like 2017, so like wheels were still up, but it wasn't fucking $10,000 Blitz 03s.
You're right.
But I picked up the emits, got the chrome redone by NBP Nick's Blasting and Polishing in Jersey.
Okay.
And he hooked me up real good. Bless his soul, because fucking doing emits is a bitch.
Yeah. I can imagine.
So he refinished those. I bagged the car, threw it together, and drove the piss out of it.
Sick.
And then I would say probably 2020, 2021. Mm-hmm. I could tell it was rusting faster than I've ever seen any car rust ever.
Yeah.
And that was kind of my sign from my dad, I guess. You know how the universe speaks in weird ways, but that was him calling that fucking thing home. And what really sent it for me was like I had parked it, and I was kind of scared to drive it because I had heard stories about how when the rear end rusts bad enough, it can fucking just pull out from the back of it. And I was getting ready. I mentally had passed the hurdle. I was gonna fucking get the car running.
Yeah.
I was going to rip it for the winter, and then after winter, I was going to put it on jack stands and redo the whole fucking rear end, pull it apart, and, like, get myself a welder, fucking throw a whole new rear end in it, and just start doing it. Like, get it really fucking crazy. And then the battery had died from sitting for a little bit.
Yep.
And then I went to jump the thing, and the whole fucking engine harness started smoking. Must have got inundated with mice,
shit.
but that was my dad. Like, fuck no.
Yeah.
Get rid of this piece of shit. You need to move on.
Yep.
To something fucking different. Mm-hmm. So obviously, when I get to space, he had been talking about an Impala. So that's coming. He's a 6'4" or like a 6'8" guy.
Okay.
So like he likes either that Chevelle look or he likes that classic like the Impala like Eazy-E kind of shit.
Yeah. That's fucking awesome.
That one's gonna be a freight moth, but
I would love would you have like a time frame, or you just kind of
when the prices stop being $30,000
yeah.
for a rusted one.
Fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because they go, it's like any car, and especially like right now, like coming out of COVID, like everything's like fucking just insane for no reason.
Yeah.
Like the wheel market's fucking insane. The car market's fucking insane. Everything's fucking insane.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
So like it did this during the Bush rain. The Impalas were like you'd get a dude with like one that had no fucking floors in it, and he's asking $65,000 for a fucking Impala, and everybody's like, kiss my ass,
there's
dude.
no way.
So
no shot.
I'm waiting for everything to just kind of taper down, and then
so sick. We need more of those over here too. So.
Well, it's like I see fucking Francos all the time, and I'm like, Franco, bro, that 63 is fucking dope,
fucking
dude.
nuts,
dude. That thing's
so
fucking
sick.
beautiful.
Yeah,
yep.
So sick. I love that we do have a community. Whether
shout out to all the fucking Ruined Car Club boys, because they put it down.
They had a barbecue last weekend, and I got invited. I didn't make it out.
Yeah, dude, I was
kicking myself in the ass.
Working.
I wanted to go so bad.
Well, I fucking work balls to the wall all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. So awesome story. I never knew the details behind that. So
yeah, I think it's
really cool.
I wouldn't say my dad gave me all of my flares, because obviously the H-Town stuff, that's like just me growing up.
Right.
Fucking listening to like 3 6 Mafia and shit.
Yep. Paul Wall fucking
Oh, Paul Wall's my boy.
So good. I was just about to ask you a question, but my ADHD threw it right out of my fucking head.
I know you looked at that phone notification, and it was like, there the flies went.
It's gone. I need that's a bad habit. I lose a lot of stuff by looking at my phone.
It's just part of it. I've never been officially diagnosed, but like I've done about like fucking 90 tests online, because I'm like, dude, I gotta be. There's no fucking shot I'm not.
Yeah, for sure.
And everything comes up, it's like, you're borderline retarded.
yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
That's how I feel.
It makes sense.
Well, I guess let's talk about clothes for a few. You got time, right?
Yeah, I should be kicking out in the next couple minutes.
That's cool. Yeah, no, we're about to be at an hour anyways. So yeah, we've been fucking. I am gonna fucking toot our horn on this one, dude. We've been kicking ass this year,
dude. I'm glad I fucking
collective,
like
fucking everything, bro.
When you this is to the listeners. Like when we went into COVID, Matt was ready to kick the towel in for Beast Coast, and I was such a love for Beast Coast and what Beast Coast has done for the New England community, I could not let the flame go out. So I did everything in my power to convince Matt to let me take the reins, and he was fucking about it. Matt was going through some shit. Power to him. I've been there.
Yeah, I know you have.
I've fucking been there. So I know that doing anything in the realm of what you're doing with Beast Coast and what we are currently doing with Beast Coast is fucking the last thing you want to do at a time like that. It's plus the heat of fucking COVID. So I basically did what I could to keep it alive for a little bit, and then my main motivations were, by taking the reins for a little while, get you motivated, and then get the collective back.
Yeah.
That was like, I had fucking laser focus on that shit. I was like, we need to find a venue.
Yeah. Yep.
And we need to find a venue with the feel that Beast Coast has.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's
important.
If you're an OG that's been around for all of Beast Coast, you know that the collective, like, as much as people, oh, this is the meat you were fucking gatekeeping.
That's funny. Classic.
The lore behind the collective is like, you respect it and you respect what it does for the community. Just like the people respect First Class Fitman. Just like people respect Seventh Day. It just, you created a great thing Like you created a staple in the car community.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
And I was not in any way, shape, or form going to let that die.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
That was my driving factor in going into this, and the fact that I was able to get you motivated enough to kick this and have the year that we've had in 2023 and going forth into 2024.
Yeah. It's been a fucking year, bro.
It's good.
Yeah, it's been a fucking year, man.
Because I cannot tell you how many people thank me for helping you get this going.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you get 1,000 fucking messages. I'm glad Beast Coast is back.
Yeah, dude. It's been fucking wild. I've talked to multiple people before. I've talked about you on the podcast before, basically saying, like, you know, how appreciative I am of you keeping it going, keeping it alive, kind of giving me the kick in the butt. But yeah, first of all, shout out to you, because, like, I think out of all the people that it could have went to, all the people that could have held it down, it was a tough choice, because I didn't know what to do. I could have just left it stagnant and just not posted anything or whatever. But yeah, I mean, you were the right person, and I
appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure, bro. And I have such a fucking fire, even without having my own car right now, to like a project car or anything. I have such a fucking fire to just keep going, and it's genuinely motivated by just wanting to be a part of the community and wanting to kind of like lead it, not from like an egotistical way, but because I know that what we were doing before meant a lot to people.
That A, and then B, you see this angle of the car community that's coming from a very, like, don't get me wrong, like when Beast Coast kind of kicked off, that's when the Instagram uprise was coming.
Right, yeah.
So it was not that it's not social media driven, but that wasn't the main goal.
Yeah.
That wasn't the goal of Beast Coast, was to be a social media thing.
Yeah, no.
Whereas you see a lot of these kids come into the community today, and that's their only drive, because it's all they know.
Yeah.
Because from the time that they were birthed to now has just been social media.
Yeah, it was a shit show back in the day when we first started, for sure. I remember, like, I'll have memories come up on Facebook still of, like, celebrating our first, like, fucking 100, 200, 500 followers, bro.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's humbling. And social media is different now, but it's just...
I just think the whole overall drive of it is different. Like, everybody's so driven to do... They see the Mr. Beast. They see the fucking... They see these people like the PewDiePie, these guys are making millions of dollars off of social media.
Yeah.
And they get so driven by, I can fucking stand in a camera and talk to a camera and make a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
That they are just so driven by numbers of the people who don't give a fuck about them.
Yeah.
And I think people just need to dial it back.
Yeah.
Focus on what you're into. Focus on, like, actually having a passion for your hobby.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that's what really motivates both of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is dialing the community back to giving a shit about every fucking nut and bolt on your car.
Yep.
Rather than doing that because it's going to give me 200 likes on a fucking Instagram
100%,
post.
Yeah.
Like, put clear tails in your fucking car because you like them, not because it's going to get you a fucking window banner.
Right. Yeah. No, that's a great point, dude. And I think that's probably why, you know, For the Culture has been one of our things for a while. And then this year I made that post and I said, protect the culture, because I think it needs to be protected. And
like, I will say 2020 had its positives as far as opening our minds to being receptive of other people.
Yeah.
In a certain sense.
Yep.
I will always give a tip of the hat to that.
Yeah.
We think more about what people are thinking, which
more cognizant
is like a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
But in most senses is good because we're more careful with what we say. Some people would call that too sensitive, but I think it's overall just respect to your normal human to just be conscious of what you're saying.
Yeah. Yep.
But another thing that kind of is like the other side of the sword is it's made people so afraid to be critical to their friends about what they're doing, that it's just created this only positive.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what, like, I always tell my friends, I would not be like I would have came around eventually, but really what motivated me to do things at the level that I like actually like they were like actually commit to doing what you want to do with the car is because people brass my balls about the fucking reps.
Yep.
Because people brass my balls about fucking this or that.
Yep.
Like, you need to be told your shit sucks sometimes.
You do.
That's why I think the fucking sticker that we put out, this car sucks.
Yeah.
Like, as much fun as that is to like brass your balls with your friends.
Yeah.
Like, be mean to that fucking guy.
Yeah.
With the fucking spooky fucking stop putting a sheet over your fucking Miata.
Yeah. There's a lot of
like
weird shit.
Be mean to that guy.
Yeah. Yep.
He needs it a little bit.
Yep. And by all means, I mean there's times for creativity and whatever, but yeah, I mean and at the end of the day, like you said, we don't do this shit for social media. So if someone doesn't like that we're so the way we are about wanting to set things right and kind of not that there's a right or wrong way, but there's a right or wrong way. And
I think the right way is to respect not so much each other, but respect what we're all doing together. Respect the culture, respect the fact that you want to have a certain level of quality and standard for yourself.
Yes, yeah.
So it's almost like respect yourself.
Yeah.
Because when you don't respect yourself, that's when you start respecting and putting your energy into, I'm doing this for numbers.
Yeah.
I'm doing this because it's a fad.
Yep.
I'm doing this so I can shit talk the dude on reps. I'm doing this so I can fucking get that banner from that random sticker company.
Right. And at the end of the day too, if there's not a group, and we're not the only ones, like Prime is a great example of this.
I love Prime.
They fucking kill it.
Yeah.
They're in it for the right fucking reasons.
They're in it to respect the culture and respect the community and respect the greater image.
If there's not groups like this, at the end of the day, there's no one leading something in the right direction, and that's when you start seeing shit get out of hand. You see ridiculous shit, because a lot of this culture comes from our parents. A lot of the culture comes from the generations before, where they weren't out doing fuck shit, but they also didn't have social media, so there was a real community aspect of it.
Yeah.
And what we're losing with social media is, like you said, when it's based on numbers, you get people doing dumb shit, crashing cars, building dumb shit.
Fuck takeovers.
You know what I mean? And but that is the kind of thing, like those kind of events, it's a perfect example, will capture the new people that are in car culture and bring them to the wrong thing, because that's what they're seeing, and it's exciting. Yeah.
Their Facebook Live gets fucking views.
Yeah, and it's just that's not the direction, because eventually it will kill car culture, because eventually enough people will get hurt, die, or whatever.
I wish the people I wish people coming into the community saw what that kind of shit did to Ocean City, Maryland.
Exactly. Perfect example.
Because like we do this event down south,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit more south than that. I'm not going to put like all the details out there because obviously we're trying to, again, protect the culture.
Yeah.
But it brings me back to such a day of
The prime days of
H2O,
Yeah.
when you could drive around
Yeah.
and you weren't hassled by the cops every 20 minutes. You
Yep.
could hang out in a parking lot for 3.5 hours with your friends from states
Yeah.
so far away.
Yeah.
And
that's what we want.
exactly.
Like at the end of the day, this may sound cheesy, but everybody wants a Forza Horizon style gathering. I don't care who you are. It doesn't have to be racing, but you want something where like everybody can get together from everywhere in a central place and take the racing and whatever out of it, but
Yeah.
like be safe and
Enjoy
each other's fucking cars, enjoy each other's time, get inspired by other people's builds, see different styles from different parts of the country. And if we do it right, we can create one of the biggest gatherings that's not something where people are getting hurt or shit talking, or it's not going to get ruined, but we have to do it right. So, yeah. And with that being said, I think everything we're doing this year, between and where as far as like even just like putting merch out and stuff like that, we've been fucking killing it. It's cost a shit ton of money. Like, earlier in the year, I'm like, dude, this is fucking not easy.
Yeah.
I was coming out of pocket. You were coming out of pocket for a lot of shit. And we're just like now starting to, see it pay off.
A couple people have said that to me. It's like, we're trying to, and they were like, what's the biggest hill that you've run into with Beast Coast so far? I'm like, I'm taking something that's already established and that was running so efficiently before and starting it at square zero.
Yes, literally zero.
So it's like we came out of the pandemic, like you were at the point where you were ready to throw in the towel. So like,
yeah,
all power to you. You did great for the streaming thing, and you're still doing great for the streaming thing.
Yeah.
And I always respect that, and I want you to keep doing that. Don't ever give that up because that's a passion of yours.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's like you tapped out Beast Coast because you were ready to throw in the towel for that.
Yeah.
I'm glad that was stimulated. I like I said, I power to you, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But it put Beast Coast coming back into it at that square one.
Yeah, literally. It was like, and it was harder this time because you're not growing the brand from square one. The brand is established.
Yep.
But everything else, processes, finances, organization, all started over at square one, literally level zero.
Yep.
But dude, but think about it. Look what we've accomplished in a year. We brought back the collective. We have this is expensive ass fucking podcast equipment. We've started a podcast. We've been able to finance a podcast off of the people supporting us. People are listening to the podcast,
which is good.
It's amazing.
Thank God.
Yeah, right. And
it's the scariest fucking thing doling into something like this. It seems like such a grandpa thing.
It does, yeah.
When you get that influencer that's just like, I can't fucking do YouTube anymore. I'm just going to do
podcasts. Yep. And then, thank God to fucking Zach, who's been able to fucking, I haven't just been sending Zach designs and saying, hey, print this. Zach has been giving us feedback. He's been editing some of our designs to make them better.
And that's why this, us working always with friends or around the community is so good, because you get that natural feedback. You get that feedback that you need to hear.
100%. And
like Zach will come up and he has no qualms about going, that's fucking ass, dog.
Yeah, this isn't it. And a good thing, the perfect example of this is, I have a friend who has an anime brand, and he works in our office. But that's another thing. We have a fucking office now.
Yes.
Like, we never had anything like that before, and it's all from the support of people.
I gotta swing up there when I finally get.
It's amazing. It's the greatest. So, but he wants to, and there's no problem with this, but he is so dead set on working with international manufacturers,
No.
which is fine. I get it.
I mean,
But
like, again,
what
I
we
understand.
but what we get here is someone that we know personally in the community. We're supporting the community. People are loving our merchandise, the clothes, the hoodies, whatever. But we're also able to support someone that we know, a local kid that we know,
Multiple local kids.
multiple. Yeah, exactly. And it's the fucking best. It's just the best. Being able to work with people.
To be
that
completely
you know
honest, like, I know it sounds corny, but it's like, it's a reignition of like what the American dream is.
Yeah.
Come
yeah,
here, support everybody around you
Yep.
to thrive in your community.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's so sick.
I think not only by us doing that
Mm-hmm.
does it portray to the community of like it that we care about the community, but it shows the community that they should be doing the same.
Exactly. We care about the community. We're investing in the community, and then they're investing in us. So in turn, it's like it just goes full circle. It's the whole thing is full circle within our community, and it's fucking awesome.
Yep.
But yeah, so I've just got a super fire under my ass now, and I
Let's
know
keep
you're
it
feeling
fucking
it.
going,
Yeah,
baby.
bro. So
Keep it fucking going.
But yeah,
Collective
that's
2024.
bro. That's gonna be a fucking time.
Let's get that one fucking.
Yeah. Shout out to Daniel and fucking Springfield Parking Authority for sure, and the
Yep.
town of Springfield, the city
Yep.
of Springfield for all
Yep.
the support. But yeah, we'll end this one here. I know you got to get going. I got a fucking 2-hour ride back home that I'm not really looking forward to.
Yeah, you're gonna land home probably right around 9:30.
Yeah, and go right to bed because I got to be up at 4:30 for work. So same.
Retweet.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, until next time, bro. I'm
Okay.
glad we finally got at least one in.
Oh yeah.
So cool.
Okay.
All right, we'll make time for another.
Sounds good, man.
All right, later.
Bye.